Bring it back now, take, oh take, 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 bring it back now,
take, oh take, bring it back now. Escalus!
My lord!
The nature of our people, our city's institutions, and the terms for common justice, you're as pregnant in as art and practiceth enriched any that we remember. Bid come before us, Angelo.
If any in Vienna be of worth to undergo such ample grace and honor, it is Lord Angelo.
Always obedient to your grace's will, I come to know your pleasure.
Angelo, there is a kind of character in thy life that to the observer doth thy history fully unfold. Thyself and thy belongings are not thine own so proper, so as to waste thyself upon thy virtues, they on thee. But I do bend my speech to one that can my own part in him advertise. Hold! Therefore, Angelo, in our remove, be thou at full ourself. Mortality and mercy in Vienna live in thy tongue and heart. Old Escalus, though first in question, is thy secondary.
Now, good my lord, let there be some more test made of my medal, before so noble and so great a figure be stamped upon it.
No more evasion! Your scope is as mine own, so as to enforce or qualify the laws as to your soul seems good. Give me your hand. I'll privily away. I love the people, but do not like to stage me to their eyes. Though it do well, I do not relish well their loud applause and aves vehement. Once more fare you well.
Oh, the heavens give safety to your purposes.
Lead forth and bring you back.
Thank you, fare you well.
Come, officer. Away. Away!
Come, away. You too. You guys want to use this?
I am.
Do you guys want to use this?
Look out for my Juliet, please.
All right, guys, walk us the seats away.
Yes, you look like a likely candidate, please. Sorry, can you see?
We must not make a scarecrow of the law, setting it up to fear the birds of prey, and let it keep one shape till custom make it their perch and not their terror.
Aye, but yet let us be keen, and rather cut a little than fall and bruise to death. Let but your honor know whom I believe to be most straight in virtue, whether you had not some time in your life erred in this point for which now you censure him.
It is one thing to be tempted, Escalus, another thing to fall. You may not so extenuate his offense, for I have had such faults, but rather tell me, when I, that do censure him, do so offend, let mine own judgment pattern out my death, and nothing come impartial. Sir, he must die.
Be it as your wisdom will.
Where is the provost?
Here, if it like your honor.
See that Claudio be executed by 9 tomorrow morning. Bring him his confessor. Let him be prepared, for that's the utmost of his pilgrimage.
Well, heaven forgive him and forgive us all. Some rise by sin, and some by virtue fall. Oh no, sir, what's your name? And what's the matter?
Well, if it please your honor, I am the poor Duke's constable, and my name is Elbow. I do lean upon justice, sir, and you bring in here, before your good honors, 2 notorious benefactors.
Benefactors? Well, what benefactors are they? Are they not malefactors?
If it please your honor, I know not well what they are, but precise villains they are, that I am sure of, and void of all profanation in the world that good Christians ought to have.
What are you, sir?
Well, he, sir, tapster, sir, parcel bod, one that serves the bad woman, whose house was, as they say, plucked down in the suburbs, and now she professes a hot house, which I think is a very ill house, too.
How know you that?
Well, my wife, sir, who I detest before heaven and your honor.
How, thy wife?
I, sir, why thank heaven, is an honest woman.
Sir, if it please your honor, this is not so.
Prove it before these varlets here, thou honorable man. Prove it.
Do you hear how he despises?
Sir, she came in great with child and longing, if it saves your honor's reverence, for stewed prunes. Sir, we had but two in the house, which at that very distant time stood as it were in a fruit dish, or a dish of some threepence. Your honors have seen such a dish. It's not a china dish, but it is a very good dish.
Go to, no matter for the dish, sir.
No, indeed, none of a pin, sir. You are therein in the right, but to the point. As I say, this Mistress Elbow, being, as I say, with child and great-bellied and longing, as I said, for prunes, and we had but two in the dish, and, as I say, Master Froth, this very man here, having eaten the rest, and, as I said, having paid for them very honestly, Master Froth, you knew we could not return you threepence again. You being here, you do be remembered cracking the stones of aforesaid prune.
Come, you are a tedious fool. To the purpose. What was done to Elbo's wife that he hath cause to complain of?
Sir, you shall come to it by your
This
honors.
will last out a night in Russia, when nights are longest there. I'll take my leave, and leave you to the hearing of the cause, hoping you'll find good cause to whip them all.
I think no less. Good morrow to your lordship. Now, sir, come on. What was done to Elbo's wife? Once more.
Once, sir, nothing was done to her once. By this respect, she should be the most respected of us all.
Oh, varlet! Thou liest! Thou liest, wicked varlet!
No, sir, she was respected with him before he was married with her.
Oh, thou traitor! Oh, thou varlet! I was respected with her before I was married to her. Well, prove it! Prove it, thou wicked Hannibal, or I'll have mine action of battery on thee! Oh, what is thou worship's pleasure I should do with this wicked kingdom?
Truly, officer, because he hath some offenses in him that thou wouldst discover, if thou couldst. Let him continue in his courses, till thou knowest what they are.
Mary, I thank thou worship for it. Thou seest, varlet, thou wouldst come upon thee. Thou art to continue. Now, thou varlet, thou art to continue.
So, what trade are you of, sir?
Tapster, a poor widow's tapster.
Your mistress' name?
Mistress Overdone.
Hath she had any more than one husband?
9, sir, overdone by the last.
9! Come hither to me, Master Froth. Master Froth, I would not have you acquainted with tapsters. Get thee gone and let me hear no more of you. Come hither to me, Master Tapster. What's your name, Master Tapster?
Pompey.
What else?
Bum, sir.
Trough, and your bum is the greatest thing about you. So in the beastliest sense, you are Pompey the Great. Pompey, you are partly a bawd, howsoever you color it in being a tapster. Are you not? Come, tell me true. It shall be the better for you.
Truly, sir, I am but a fellow who would live
But how would you live, Pompey? By being aboard? What do you think of the trade, Pompey? Is it a lawful trade?
If the law would allow it, sir.
But the law would not allow it, nor it shall not be allowed in Vienna.
Does your worship mean to geld and splay all the youth in the city? If this law pass in Vienna 10 year, I will rent the fairest house in it after threepence a bay. And if you live to see this come to pass, tell 'em Pompey told you so.
Thank you, good Pompey. And in requital of your prophecy, hark you. I advise you, Pompey, let me not find you before me upon any complaint whatsoever, Pompey. If I do, Pompey, I shall have you whipped. So for this time, Pompey, fare you well.
What? Thank your worship for your good counsel. Whip me? No. No. Let Carman whip his jade. The valiant heart's not whipped out of his trade.
Lord Angelo is severe.
It grieves me for the death of Claudio, but there is no remedy.
Now, what's the matter, Provost?
Is it your will that Claudio shall die tomorrow?
Did not I tell thee yea? Hadst thou not order, why dost thou ask again?
Lest I might be too rash. Under your good correction I have seen when after execution judgment hath repented o'er its doom.
Go to, let that be mine. Do you your office or give up your place, and you shall be well spared.
I crave your honor's pardon. What shall be done, sir, with a groaning Juliet? She is very near her hour.
Dispose of her to some fitter place, and that with speed.
The sister of the man condemned desires access to you.
Hath he a sister?
Yea, my good lord, a very virtuous maid, and to be shortly of a sisterhood, if not already.
Well, let her be admitted. Stay a little while.
A bond of 11 years continuance.
My lord, this is the information one Lucio has against me. Mistress Kate Keepdown was with child by him in the Duke's time. He promised her marriage. His child is half a year old come Philip and Jacob. I have kept it myself, and see how he goes about to abuse me.
That fellow is a fellow of much license. Have him be brought before us. Off with you to prison. My brother Angelo will not be altered. Claudio must die tomorrow. Let him be furnished with divines and have all charitable preparation.
Welcome to Vienna Central Prison. Let me show you to your cell. Would you like a panic cell? How about a room over here? What do you are late. That is a crime punishable by death or nagging by your mother.
Come hither, sirrah.
This is his pardon, purchased by such sin for which the pardoner himself is in. Now, sir, what news?
Whatsoever you may hear to the contrary, let Claudio be executed by 4 o'clock and in the afternoon Barnardine. For my better satisfaction, let me have his head delivered to me by 5. Fail not to do your office, or you will answer it at your peril. What say you to this, sir?
What? Is that Barnardine, who's to be executed in the afternoon?
Bohemian born, but here nursed up and bred, one who was a prisoner 9 years old.
How came it that the absent Duke had not either delivered him to his liberty or executed him?
His friends still wrought reprieves for him.
Hath he borne himself penitently in prison?
A man who apprehends death no more dreadfully but as a drunken sleep, careless, reckless, fearless of what's past, present, or to come, insensible to mortality and desperately mortal.
He wants advice.
He will hear none. Drunk many times a day, or if not, many days entirely drunk. We have very oft awaked him as if to carry him to execution, and shown him a seeming warrant for it, yet hath not moved him at all.
More of him anon, Claudio, whom here you have warrant to execute, is no greater forfeit to the law than Angelo, who hath sentenced you are to do me both a present and a dangerous courtesy.
Pray, sir, in what?
In the delaying death.
Alack, how may I do it, having the hour limited and express command to deliver the head in view of Angelo, more like to Claudio?
No, by the vow of mine order, I warrant you, if my instructions may be your guide, this Barnardine be this morning executed and his head borne to Angelo.
But Angelo has seen them both and will discover the favor.
Go! Death's a great disguiser.
Sir, bring Barnardine hither. Pray, Master Barnardine. You must rise and be hanged, Master Barnardine.
What ho, Barnardine?
A box on your throat! Who makes that noise there? What are you?
Your friend, sir, the hangman. Oh, please be so good as to rise and be executed.
Away, you rogue, away. I am sleepy.
Tell him he must awake, and that quickly, too. Pray, Master Barnardine, awake and be put to death. You may sleep tomorrow.
Go into him and fetch him out!
He is coming! He is coming! I hear his straw rustle.
Is the X upon the block, Sirrah?
Very ready, sir.
Ooh. How now, Borson? What's the news with you?
Truly, sir, I would desire you to clap into your prayers, for look you, the warrants come.
You rogue, I have been drinking all night, and I am not fitted to it.
'Tis better that way, for he who drinks all the night and is hanged betimes in the morning may sleep the sounder all the next day.
Oh, look you, sir! Here comes your ghostly father. Do he jest now, think you?
I am come to advise you, comfort you, and pray with you.
Friar, not I. I have been drinking hard all night, and I will have more time to prepare me, or they shall beat out my brains with billets. I shall not die this day. That's certain.
Sir, you must, and ever I beseech you, look forward on the driver you
I swear I will not die today for any man's persuasion.
But here
Not
you...
a word! If you have anything to say to me, come to my ward. Where thence will not I today.
Now, sir, how do you find the prisoner?
Creature, unprepared.
Every letter he hath writ hath disavouched other.
In most uneven and distracted manner. His actions so much like madness, pray has to heaven his wisdom be not tainted. And why should we proclaim it in the hour before his entering, that if any crave redress of injustice, they should exhibit their petitions in the street?
But, he shows his reason for that. To have a dispatch of complaints and to deliver us from devices hereafter, we shall then have no power to stand against us.
Well, I beseech you, let it be proclaimed.
I shall, sir. Very well.
Good night.
faithful friend, we are glad to see you.
A happy return be to your royal grace.
Give me your hand, and let the subject see to make them know that outward courtesies would fain proclaim favors that keep within. Come, Escalus, you must walk by us on our other hand, and good supporters are you.
My lord, we'll do it thoroughly. Call that same Isabel here once again. I would speak with her. Pray me, my lord, give me leave to question. You shall see how I'll handle her.
Not better than he by her own report.
Say you?
Marry, sir, I think if you handled her privately, she would sooner confess. Perhaps publicly she'll be ashamed.
I will go to darkly work with her.
That's the way, for women are light at midnight.
Come, sir. Did you set these women on to slander Lord Angelo? They have confessed you did.
'Tis false.
How? Know you where you are?
Where is the Duke? 'Tis he should hear me speak.
This is the rascal! This is he I spoke of!
Oh, thou unreverend and unhallowed friar! Is it not enough that you have suborned these women to accuse this worthy man, to call him villain, and then to glance from him to the Duke himself, to tax him with injustice? Take him, hands, to the rack with him. Oh, unjust.
Be not so hot. The Duke dare no more stretch this finger of mine than he dare rack his own. My business in the state made me a looker-on here in Vienna, where I've seen corruption boil and bubble till it o'errun the stew.
Slander to the state! Away with him to prison!
What can you vouch against him, Signor Luce? Is this the man that you did tell us of?
'Tis he, my lord! Do you know me? And do you remember what you said of the Duke?
Most notedly, sir.
Do you so, sir? And was the Duke a fleshmonger, a fool, and a coward, as you then reported him to be?
You indeed spoke so of him, and much more, much worse.
Did I not pluck thee by the nose for thy speeches?
I protest I love the Duke as I love myself.
Hark how the villain would close now after his treasonable abuses!
Such a fellow is not to be talked with. Where is the provost? Away with him to prison! Let him speak no more!
Oh, help him, Lucio!
Come, sir! Come, sir! Come, sir! You must be hooded, must you? Will it not? Oh!
My lord, I am more amazed at his dishonor than at the strangeness of it.